Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, this is Aruj Muzaffar from the Department of English, University of Southern Punjab. We had been discussing the process of writing document and what is the significance of written documents. I was discussing with you that why do we need to prepare documents, and our today's lecture is another beat in the contribution of the same topic, which is writing a document is basically an essential skill. So how to write a document in a more better and effective way? So let's start with the basic introduction, which is that writing of a document is an essential part in our academic and professional life. Whether it's a report, an essay, a proposal, or a formal letter, the ability to communicate ideas clearly and effectively is crucial. To create a well written document, it is important to understand its purpose, plan, and organization of the content. We must draft it carefully, revise it thoroughly, and finalize the piece with authenticity and attention to every detail. Understanding the purpose is the first step in writing any document. It is about identifying its audience and understanding that why you are writing and why it helps and how does it help you determine the tone, structure, and language to use. For example, a research report requires a formal and objective tone where there should be no personal liking, disliking, or subjectivity, while a personal essay may allow for more creativity and expression. It is also essential to consider the intended audience. And of course, it is the most important pillar to make our document effective. Writing for a group of experts differs greatly from writing for a general audience. Clarifying the purpose and audience at the beginning provides direction and environment, and it ensures that the document remains focused and valuable and of course relevant as well. So basically, planning and organization of the ideas is the first step, which is the prime key. And before starting the actual writing process, it is important to plan and to organize your thoughts and ideas in a sequence. For this purpose, research may be required to gather accurate and reliable information. Creating an outline basically helps us in arranging our thoughts in a chronological, ascending, descending, or logical order, and it provides a roadmap for the written process. An outline ensures that ideas flow smoothly from one point to another, preventing the document from becoming a point on which haphazard ideas are disorganized or disarranged, and to take it towards confusion for the readers and audience. For instance, an essay might include an introduction, several body paragraphs, and of course a conclusion as well. While in contrast to it, a report may include sections such as introduction, methodology, results, or discussion. Instead of going to words, or rather, it will be more appropriate if we say that rather jumping onto the conclusion. Writing the first draft is the most important, it is the first and foremost point on which the written document or written article depends. Once a clear plan is in the place, the next step is to write the first draft. The introduction should capture the reader's attention, present the topic, and outline the main purpose or thesis. The body of the document develops the main points with supporting evidence, examples, and explanations. It is very helpful to use paragraphs to separate ideas and in headings. In some cases, these headings can be organized into sections, which means that we may add subheadings, subsections, or the points which are further needed to be clarified with the help of bullets or highlighters. The conclusion should summarize the key points and restate the main idea or recommendation in a concise and meaningful way. At this stage, the focus should be on expressing ideas freely rather than worrying about perfection, which is obviously not attainable on a very easier level because perfection does not exist everywhere. Revising and editing is the other major point which needs to be discussed while writing a document. After completing the first draft, revision is necessary to improve clarity, structure, and flow. Revision basically allows the writer to re-evaluate and evaluate whether the ideas are clear and well supported or not. Editing, on the other hand, focuses on grammar, punctuation, sentence structures, or any such errors like errors in the word choice or vocabulary or anything which can be done on a technical or surface level. During this stage, it is also important to check for consistency in tone and formatting as well. Reading the document aloud can help identify awkward phrasing or unclear sentences, which is a tip to make our document more impactful and meaningful. If possible, seeking feedback from another person can provide valuable insights and reveal areas for improvement. Finalization of the document is the final step in writing a document and that leads towards proofreading and formatting of the same document. This involves checking for spelling errors, any typographical mistakes, or anything which has been done on the grounds of a mistake of fact or mistake of law, and formatting in the in the form of inconsistencies, ensuring that the document meets any required guidelines such as citation styles or page formatting. It is also important, rather it is very important. Once all revisions are made and the content is polished, the document should be saved and submitted in the appropriate format, such as a PDF or RWPS Word file, or any format which has been assigned or recommended or suggested to you by your higher authorities. So, in conclusion to it, writing a document involves more than simply putting words on a paper. It is a process. It is rather a complete process that requires thoughtful planning, careful drafting, and meticulous revisions. By understanding the purpose, organizing the ideas effectively, and paying attention to details during the process of editing, anyone can produce a clear, well structured, and professional document. Basically, these documents are those ideas, whether they are for academic, business, or personal purposes. Mastering the skill of document writing is an invaluable tool for effective communication, which leads you towards effective personality development. There are some common types and their structure. For example, essay. Yes, your essay is a type of a document which includes introduction, body, and multiple paragraphs, and of course, a conclusion, as I have mentioned previously into this same lecture. Report includes title, sometimes an abstract, introduction, methodology, results, discussion, and then jump towards the conclusion. Our business proposals, they provide us multiple types of summary, like executive summary, problem statement, solution, benefits, costs, and then finally it leads us towards conclusion. Writing a document can vary depending on the type of document you need to be preserved, to be collected, or to be created. but there are some general steps that apply to most writing projects. Here is basically a very small, precise guideline which helps you on how to approach writing a document. First one is identifying the purpose. When we have an identification with the purpose, that why are you and why are we writing this document, this leads us towards the realization and understanding of the first and most important step. It helps us determine the tone, structure, and style of writing. Are you writing an essay or a report or a business proposal or a manual? What is your intended audience? You must plan and organize research if it is necessary. If your document requires factual information like the ideas or the points that needed to be discussed on a factual information, the research the topic of beforehand. The outline must be created on a rough sketch to organize our thoughts and structure our documents logically. For example, an essay can be created and that might have been included as an introduction, body, and conclusion. A report might have an introduction, methodology, results, and conclusion. These tips and these points are those things that help us write the first draft. Introduction of our research topic, our article, our essay must be very strong and very effective. We must introduce the topic, state our main points or objectives, and possibly provide some background information. The body must focus that where are we presenting our arguments, where is our data taken from, and what is the main content. We must break the body into sections with headers if it is necessary or if it is appropriate into your environment. We must use bullet points or numbered lists for making our work in a clarity. And then, of course, there should be a conclusion which summarizes our key points and provide any final thoughts and recommendations. Revise and edit is the key to make our document free from errors. We must revise for the content. We must be ensured that our argument or our main message is very much clear to the listener or our reader. We should question that are you missing any key information or detail? We must edit for clarity and style. Read through our document for grammar, punctuation, and readability. We must consider sentence structure, word choices, and paragraph transactions. We must check for consistency and non-consistency. We must be ensured that we are using the same terms and tone throughout, like we are not wandering from one point to another point with the help of a rope where one idea is discussed in some other way and the other one is discussed into some other way. Our margins should be adjusted, our heading, font spacing, or if we are required any style like APA or MLA that is applicable. And let's discuss the final point, which is the final review and proofreading. We must look for any spelling or grammatical errors. We must have some review from our class fellows, and if possible we should have someone else read our document for feedback, because his feedback is going to help us make our paragraph more effective and more readable. We must ensure all these requirements are met, and if the document is for school work or a formal purpose, we must be sure that we follow the given guidelines like length, format, citation, style, and then we must go for finalization of the document. And finalization is the final step of your document. I hope it is understandable for you and you have got a good grip over the idea that I have presented to you, and this mode, and these points are going to help you in making your document more effective. Thank you so much.